Howdy ho, my YouTube peeps. I'm having a lovely day in the neighborhood. It's in the afternoon. I look a little sunburned because I've been out in the yard picking plant slips that I can root and turn my place into a nursery. I probably picked around maybe 100 slips from different plants, roses and grapes and shrubs and just different things. And that was a long day, so I am now here enjoying my afternoon at home. I want to share something, a thing actually, and it's this organic Fiji nourishing lotions in pink grapefruit. This stuff is cruelty-free, organic. It's made in the United States. And I guess Organic Fiji must be the name of the company. Anyway, this stuff is wonderful. It's the pink grapefruit scent, and it just smells great. And I really like, I've really been heading more towards cruelty-free lately. It just makes me feel better to use that stuff. I'm not, throwing out all my stuff that isn't cruelty-free, but I am. Now when I go to pick something up, I always turn it over to see if it falls in line. And if it doesn't, I definitely think twice, So, here's my story. I think I have made friends with a hater, and I'm going to putting that in quotes because this guy isn't a traditional hater in the sense of that he goes and makes nasty comments behind a troll account. What happened was I had a video up, still have the video up, although he's taken his comments down, about my neighbors from hell. A lot of you guys have seen my neighbors from hell video. And I have gotten probably more troll and hater comments on that video than any other one I've ever done. And I pretty much just left it all alone. In fact, it's been kind of funny because some of the threads are interesting. Somebody will come on and make some nasty comment about, bad lighting, or I'm fat, or, whatever. And then people I don't even know will jump to my defense, and they get this little flame war going about, me. It's kind of interesting to read. And I normally just leave that stuff alone. Haters, whatever. I don't care. However, I was in a mood the other day, and I decided to engage a negative comment that occurred just like that day or the day before. Engage the negative commenter, rather. And the reason was because I had been watching some videos that were in response to a YouTuber that you guys all know, not all of you, but a lot of you know her, who had been hurt by some comments that were made to her, and she had to back off of YouTube for a few days. She wasn't sure if she wanted to even come back because it hurt her, to read this comment that was made to her. So there were a lot of video responses that came about because of this thing that happened. And the tone has been, we're just not going to take it anymore. Delete and block is fine, but sometimes you need to just blast people right back, and, stand up for yourself if you have to, and don't roll over and accept being bullied. Okay, that was kind of the theme of what the VRs were coming back as. So when I saw that I had this comment on my neighbors from hell, and I went and read it, it was the comment by this guy, and then some other comments by another negative person. Only this guy was really a troll or girl or whatever it is, hiding behind a troll account, with no information, that kind of thing. Here's why I engaged it. First of all, the initial comment that was made was kind of funny. Well, it wasn't kind of funny, it was witty, actually. It was mean, but it was witty. And the guy who made it did not hide behind a troll account. I mean, he has, you know, he had a couple of, I think he's got 5, maybe 15, I don't know. He's got a few subscribers. Has, I don't know, maybe 20 videos up or so. I'm not sure, something like that. And so he's, you know, a real guy who you actually see doing things in his videos. And he made this comment. So what I did is I commented back to him and I said, you know, you all really ought to give this other asshole some lessons, because your comment, you know, however negative, was actually pretty witty. It was funny. And maybe you can give this other guy some pointers, because the other guy was saying, you know, that you're typical, why don't you get some better lighting? Why don't you stop eating, you know, McDonald's hamburgers? Why don't you, I don't know, work out, something like that. He was grabbing the low-hanging fruit of the negative comments. Let's put it that way. There was nothing witty or funny about his comments. So my left-handed way of slapping him was to go to the guy who made the good comment, well, rather the funny comment, and say, you know, school this asshole about how to make comments, right? So what happened was he re-engaged me with more negative commenting. Well, that was an invitation. So I went back at him and basically I said, look, I said, you're making the same stupid mistake that this other guy did. I said, I had more faith in you. I figured that when you came back to me, you would come back with something else really witty and funny. And that in and of itself can stand alone. You know, I don't, you call me anything you want, but if you do it in a clever way, I'm going to give you kudos for being clever, right? So this went on for a couple comments back and forth, and finally the guy's like, I don't want to do this with you anymore. Have a nice life, or I hope things work out for you, or something like that. I mean, it was basically, he hollered uncle. So me being me, I couldn't leave it alone. So I went to his channel, I subscribed, and then I watched every one of his videos. I think I commented on 1 or 2 of them, positive comments too. And essentially what I said to the guy was, you know what? That's cool. You know, you didn't have to take down your comments to me. As a matter of fact, I'm giving you props for being funny. I can take it. You know, I can take it. You say what you want. That's cool. So, I think one of his videos has come up in my feed since all this happened, and I went and I watched it, and it was cute, and I commented and stuff. But in watching this guy's videos, I realized that he has a lot of redeeming value. I mean, he's not just a coward who's hiding behind some fake identity. He has Chihuahuas, I guess, and maybe one Chihuahua that he loves. You can tell he loves his dogs. He'd done a video where he had trapped and released a raccoon. He's very much into bodybuilding. He's got, I don't know what his family situation was like, except for that has a son that he pulled a kind of a cute little prank on. It wasn't a mean-spirited prank, and you could tell that the kid didn't think it was mean-spirited either. And so I felt like, you know what? This is a great example of how all of us are real people. Even the asshole troll is a real person, although I don't know anything about that person, but I do know about the witty negative commenter. And I know that this guy is a real guy with a real life and probably a lot of redeeming value. Probably lots of friends and maybe a happy wife. I mean, I don't know. So I thought I was being real cute, you know, by commenting and watching his videos and subscribing. Here's where my story takes a twist. All right. this girl who had been, this YouTuber who had her feelings hurt by a negative comment and had all these VRs come to her. I ended up popping off and making a negative comment of my own toward the person that had hurt her feelings. And it was witty, like my trolls was witty, but it was mean-spirited. Now, it wasn't directly made at this girl who hurt this other one's feelings. It was more generally directed to whoever made the comment. It wasn't like to, Mary Smith, you are a blank. So, but that's still a hair splitter. The fact is, it was a nasty comment that I made just because I was popping off, because I was responding emotionally. I know nothing about this other woman. I don't know why she said what she said. I don't even know what she said, really. I didn't really read the comment. All I know is that this gal who everybody loves was feeling awful and didn't want to make videos anymore, and everybody who loves to watch her videos was like, no, don't leave us. So I was like sucked into the kind of the mob mentality of that. And all of this happened before I found my hater, okay? And I realized that's karma. That's what happened to me. I got run over by a big old diesel. Karma. Yeah. So, mea culpa. I mean, I have to remember to check myself. I have to remember not to just react and jump to somebody's defense without really knowing the situation. Now, if I knew the situation inside and out, and I had a genuine opinion that I could defend, then my comment would have been fine. What I did wrong is that I just made huge leaps of assumption about what was actually happening, simply because I wanted to be supportive of this woman that whose videos I watch and who I like and who everybody I know who knows her loves. I mean, to just love this girl. So, anyway, so that was my accident with karma this week, and I'm willing to admit when I need to change something, and that's something I need to change. So that's about all I have to say. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous freaking afternoon out here. As you can hear, the birds are singing. We've got rain clouds are gathering, sun over in that direction. And I'm still doing great on my food. I had an inflammation bout last night. It started about this time of day in the afternoon. By 8 o'clock at night, I couldn't walk. I was back on the walker. My husband was having to get me water and blah, 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 find my phone, plug it in, all that stuff. And I was so disappointed because I thought, oh no, here we go again. Another few weeks of not being able to walk and whining about it. But I took an Aleve, drank a lot of water, drank a bunch of my anti-inflammatory tea, drank some of that fire cider, went to bed, woke up this morning, took another Aleve around 5 in the morning, went back to sleep. By the time I got up, it was down to a twinge. The inflammation is almost gone. So I have no idea what caused it, except for that I've been working really hard and carrying heavy stuff like big rocks and armloads of bricks and that sort of thing. And I've been just reveling in feeling good and feeling strong and making progress. I mean, oh God, it feels so good after all those months of not being able to do shit. I can't tell you. It's like I'm having this really awesome dream, and I wake up and the dream's real. I mean, that's how happy I am about how I feel. So I seem to have dodged a bullet on the inflammation deal, and I I'm just thankful. I'm just really, really thankful that I feel good. And I know that it could change on a dime for who knows what reason. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's food. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's overwork. I don't know if I'm allergic to something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I could go for a long time and then be down and then be back up again. And I don't have any of the diseases that they can test for that makes that normally happen. So nobody knows. My doctor doesn't know. Nobody knows why this is happening to me. So on that note, I am wishing all of you guys a wonderful day. And I hope that that all is well in your world. And if it is not well in your world now, I hope it is well in your world soon. So, bye-bye.